Okay, now it is once again welcome everybody to this platform. Today we have given this question and we are going to discuss as follows. This is a function question. The question, as you can see, it is stated that given that the function f of x is equal to 1 divided by x minus 2, and now you are required to find f inverse of x. This f inverse of x means the inverse of the function of x. This is a normal function which we have been given. It is f of x which is equal to 1 over x minus 2. So we are required to find the inverse of this function in this format. It is f inverse of x. It means the inverse of the given function. So now let us see how can we attempt this question. Now we start our solution. Now we are going to start our solution. We're going to start our solution. As you can see, we have given f of x which is equal to 1 over x minus 2. This is a normal function. This is a normal function, but our task here is to find the f inverse of x. This is equal to how much? It means that the function should be converted into the inverse. How can we convert this function? It means we are going to follow the following procedures. First of all, this f of x will be replaced by y because according to the function scenario, this f of x is equal to y. So we are going to replace f of x from the given normal function. So instead of writing f of x, you are going to replace it by y. So now our new function equation will be y is equal to 1 over x minus 2. X minus 2. So our task is to find the inverse of the function. The inverse of the function. It is very simple. In order to make the inverse of the function, it means we are supposed to interchange the variables. This question comprises two variables. The first one is y and the second one is what? X. So we have two variables. So we are going to interchange variables. So our next step is to interchange variable. Now we are going to interchange variables. Interchanging of variable, it means that we are going to replace y by x, and also x will be replaced by y. So the place where we are supposed to put y will be replaced by x, and the place where there is x will be replaced by y. That is how we say the variables have been interchanged. So here, instead of writing y, now will be replaced by x, which is equal to 1 over. Now x will be replaced by y, then minus 2. So you see here, it was the position of y, but here we have written x. And also at the denominator, it was the position of x, but now we have written y. This is interchanging of the variables. After reaching into this step, what are we going to do now is to make y the subject. It means that y should appear alone as it is observed here, x, it is alone. So y should be transposed to be alone as it is observed in the previous stage. So how can we make y alone? It means that we have to break down the fraction. Left hand side there is no fraction, but right hand side there is a fraction. So what are we going to do? It means that we are going to add the denominator at the left hand side. Here will be x over 1. So left hand side there is a fraction, and right hand side there is also a fraction. At this stage it means we are able to break down the fraction. How can we break down the fraction? It means that we are going to cross by multiplication. It means that now x will be multiplied. This x as a numerator of left hand side will be multiplied by the whole denominator of the right hand side, which is y minus 2. Now this is equal to 1 times 1. 1 times 1, which is equal to 1. So we are putting these brackets to imply that this x should multiply each term which appear in the bracket. It means that y now will be multiplied by x, and we are going to get xy minus, now 2 will be multiplied by x, will be 2x, which is equal to 1. So after reaching into this step, our target is to make y alone, left hand side of the equation. Y should be alone. How can we do that? It means that all terms which are not y should be placed into another side. So this negative 2x must be shifted to the right hand side. It means this one will be shifted to the right hand side. Now left hand side we are going to remain with only xy, which is equal to, but according to the law of algebra, once you take the number crossing, once you shift the number from one side to another side crossing the equal sign, it means that its sign must change. If it was negative, now it's going to be positive. So negative 2x will become positive 2x. Still, y is not alone here, so we are supposed to remove x. How can we remove x here? It means that we are going to divide by x both sides in order to make y alone at left hand side of this equation. So now divide by x both sides. We're going to divide by x, as you can see here. So x divided by x, it will be cancelled. Then left hand side we are going to remain with y, which is equal to, now y is equal to 1 plus 2x over x. This is the new equation. This is the new equation which implies the inverse of the function. So the new y, this is new y because we were interchanging the variables. So the position of y here is according to the inverse of the function. So now this y is equivalent to the inverse function of x. Inverse function of x. Therefore, now the inverse function of x is equal to 1 plus 2x over x. Now we have done with our question. Thank you so much for watching. You are welcome.